Hey everyone, welcome back to Eternity TTRPG. Today we're unpacking Critical Role Campaign 4 Episode 2, Broken Wing, an episode that moves with quick flashbacks, a slow-burning mystery, and it unveils one genuinely unsettling artifact. If you missed the premiere, don't worry, this will be a lay of the land so you can follow the main twists. My goal here with these recaps is to keep them at about 10 minutes so you can follow the main beats of Critical Role without the huge time investment of the typical 4.5 hour episodes. On that note, be sure to check out the summary I did recently for episode 1, and if you want to get caught up, that's a great place to start. This episode opens not in the present, but in the middle of a past war, the Falconers' Rebellion, where we meet younger versions of characters who will matter later. There's Teor, a hulking soldier who feels every weight he carries, Cadigan, the quick-witted fighter, and a 15-year-old Azune, whose future as an arcane marshal is only hinted at here. They are pinned down, wyverns tear at the sky, and the scene is chaotic and desperate. It's a sobering hook that tells you this world has history, and it's messy. In the middle of that chaos, we get a small but important moment. Thiatsi Fang, who you may remember from episode 1, very important, a figure whose past actions ripple through the episode, is injured, and Casimir, a thornier face in the city's underworlds, scoops him up to safety. That moment will matter a lot later, but now cut to present-day Dol Makjar, Hal and Thaisha, two careworn, sympathetic figures who run a refuge of sorts. They find a shattered black ceramic mask in their home. The shards exhale a cold, silver mist, and Thaisha collapses, hearing a nightingale's song in her head. Real quick to interrupt, we now have free downloadable D&D cards at the Eternity TTRPG website that you can use at your table. Everything from combat actions to status effects. No more flipping through your book to see exactly what being petrified does to your character. You can just take our graphics, print them out at home, and slap them on your table for fun and easy reference. Grab yours today using the link below. Now, back to the video. The mask isn't just creepy set dressing. Belair and Murray, two more scholarly voices in this corner of the city, quickly identify the object's box as a coffin, etched with the name Obsidia in Kessian, an ancient halfling script, and plated with celestial symbols. That combination, halfling religious iconography wrapped around something new and grotesque, immediately reads as blasphemy and trouble. The cast reconverges at Hal's. Teor, Cadigan, Octus, Azune, and Thimble are all there around Thiatsi's body. Thimble, who's small in stature but enormous in feeling, collapses onto Thiatsi and blames Veilus, demanding the Stone of Nightsong, a keepsake with emotional resonance, for her. This is where the episode tightens. The friends learned Thiatsi's safe house was ransacked, and Azune, ever the investigator, finds a magical forgery hidden in Thiatsi's coat. It looks like someone set a frame. Betrayal stinks in the air. To complicate matters, Casimir and Sid, Teor's brothers, are unaccounted for, and black feathers were found at the scene. A small clue that points to the Crow Keepers, a thieves' guild Casimir is tied to. Thimble vows to go find answers. It's a nice sequence of grief turning into action. The personal drives the plot. Meanwhile, the episode spends time in the halls of power. At Villa Aurora, home of Aus Halavar and the Candescent Creed, we meet new faces and old tensions. Wick, the eager acolyte you remember from episode 1, witnesses Teor rescue and heal a worker, and Teor's act of mercy wins him attention. But not everyone is thrilled. Photarch Yanessa Halavar, a high-ranking cleric, quietly urges her house to distance itself from the torn banner and cozy up to House Taconis, a rival power with suspicious influence. Yanessa even suggests Thiatsi's death was orchestrated by Taconis. Translation for what we're learning about this world? Every helpful act in Ahriman has strings attached, and alliances are fragile. Some quick context: the Halavars are powerful religious aristocrats, and Taconis are another noble house with their own shadowy agenda. Political intrigue is the bedrock here. Back in the quieter rooms, Belair and Murray dissect the coffin. The wood comes from the wastes, the silver plates are ancient Kessian, the name Olbalad appears, which translates to a kind of halfling angel of death. A coffin referencing a celestial figure, newly crafted and oozing mist. It's old magic, but it's also a deliberate mockery or corruption of something sacred. When they drop a tool into the coffin, it falls forever. No sound, no impact. That silence is bone-chilling and tells us whatever this thing is, it doesn't obey normal physics. The episode doesn't stop on small horrors, though. It ends on something huge and kind of awful. At the Villa Aurora's prismatic retort, a massive machine that channels the light powers of the Candescent Creed, Photarch Yanessa and Wick's grandfather reveal what looks like an enormous Iron Maiden. Inside is chained a 30-foot angel with siphoning taps into its body. For an audience member, that visual hits differently from a dagger in the dark. It's the campaign saying plainly, celestial things are broken here, and larger forces are being manipulated. At the end of each of these episodes, I want to do a quick unpacking of what makes these Critical Role sessions so awesome, and what you can take away to your own next gaming session. Number 1, try using flashbacks like living memories. Flashbacks, like the Falconer's Rebellion, are emotional scaffolding. Instead of dumping lore about who fought who, we see Teor, Cadigan, and young Azane under fire. We feel their fear and loyalty, which gives context to their choices later. Number 2, make artifacts carry more than stats. The Shattered Mask and the Obsidia Coffin are perfect examples of magic items that did something narratively. They carry history, faith, and fear. As a DM, whenever you hand your players a relic, ask yourself, who made this and why? What happens if it's misused or broken? And finally, 3, keep your politics gray. One of the strengths of this episode is how every side believes it's right. The Halivars see loyalty as survival. Taconis treat manipulations as necessity. In your campaign, that's gold. Let your factions and rulers have good reasons for bad choices. Make the players ask, are we helping the right people or just the ones who smile at us? When you blur those moral lines, every decision becomes roleplay fuel, and every revelation feels earned. So that's Broken Wing. We got war-scarred flashbacks, an unnerving coffin that might be blasphemous, betrayal in the shadows, and an Iron Maiden angel that raises more questions than it answers. Drop your wildest theory in the comments. Who forged that coffin? What is the Stone of Nightsong actually holding? And then lastly, subscribe for more recaps, DM tips, and quick takes.